Alright, here's a little walk around with this project mostly complete. So on this project we completely took the trailer apart, sanded it all down, repainted, put new rollers on, all new hardware on this boat, put some SeaDek in there, all DIY. I'm going to put a little more SeaDek on the front deck area just to be a little softer for sitting on and standing on bare feet. Placed all the Norman pins, bow light, put some rails on, little grab rails for when you're sitting up front, as well as being able to mount fishing rod holders too. And then a little handle here for someone who's sitting on the front. And then I went with the system that I saw someone else do for being able to put those little pads on for when you're at the dock. Everything in here all wired up now. Got 2 batteries under the console. So 2 batteries under there. Got a switch. Got a new panel on. Fish finder mounted, phone holder. I bought this leaning post online, and I had a local guy cut it down 4 inches so it matches better the height of this little mini console. Also keep that center of gravity a little bit lower. This is only a 13-footer. Fully restored 1975 Evinrude 40. Also painted it up. Got the new fuel water separator. Got a bilge pump in the back. This is plumbed to this overboard. Again, all new hardware. So all the lifting eyes, bow and stern. This is for a ladder, so that we'll actually be able to swim off this boat. Have a ladder to get in. It's like one of those dive ladders. Put a jack plate on this. This is a 6-inch jack plate. So it was a bit of a challenge to get everything rigged so that nothing would bind when you tilt this up. I actually bent this pipe myself using a pipe bender normally used for conduit, and this can extend up so it's, you know, tall enough to meet regulation. Put all new mounting hardware for that stern light. Got all the rigging going back to the console and underneath there, so all of the steering cables and all the electrical. Got a new 12-gallon tank mounted underneath this, and of course this has storage underneath as well, so this can hold some dry goods, semi-dry I realize. And then still experimenting with some different cup holders. So we'll see what ends up winning there. Got this all cleaned up and greased and ready to roll again. And yeah, everything is bedded with butyl and 4200, so that anything that penetrates the deck floor won't leak. Got this cooler mounted using the hardware that I already had. I'm going to be getting a cushion for this to make it a little more comfortable, and then I'll probably hang the throwing cushion, the throwing pad on that to give it somewhat of a seat back for a little bit of cushion on the back there. So yeah, made this hatch cover myself. It is 2 laminated pieces of plywood, and then it's got 3 coats of epoxy on it, and then followed up by the topside paint, 3 layers of topside paint. So here's the bow locker. I still have to cut out the piece of tape to show the bow number, the original hull number from Boston Whaler. And I'm also going to line this with some of that SeaDek to make it softer underneath the anchor and the chain and the line. Again, all the new Norman pins and lifting eyes have been done, and again, grab rails just put in a couple places, and this is where this piece of string right here is where I can just mount the fenders. Sorry, I couldn't remember the name of those earlier. But yeah, the fenders will get mounted there. So they're the kind that are kind of L-shaped, so they come over and then drop down. And so those work out real good for these low profile boats like this. So yeah, real excited about this, ready to get it on the water for it's a new sea trial. I did a series on this years ago, and it was kind of a, you know, halfway done restoration at that time. So the outside has been all re-gel coated, and the inside done with topside paint, just a one-part polyurethane. Most of the wear surfaces will be covered with a sea deck, so I didn't go two-part on that. But yeah, excited to get this going. Maybe we'll even get one shrimping trip in this year, as the season is open until middle of November. So that is a little update on this 1959 Boston Whaler 13 footer.